right, man. Let's talk about a lot of people be flabbergasted. You hear people, um, you hear people. I'm sorry, I watched something funny, but you hear people give Eminem a bunch of props. And uh, you hear people give Eminem a bunch of props, and he's a great rapper. But when they hear actually the actual Detroiters, um, when they hear actual Detroiters, really rap about Eminem and really speak on um really speak on Eminem, a lot of them be shocked that a lot of Detroiters and Detroit rappers um um don't really listen to Eminem like that. They don't really put him in high regards. I'm from Detroit, so I can explain it to you. Am I the most hip to the new rap game today? No, but I know a lot of the rappers because we around the same age, and one of them is my favorite is Payroll, Giovanni, Peasy. Them two of my favorite Detroit rappers right now. Um, uh, Babyface Ray. I know a little Skilla. Shout out to T Grizzlies. Fuck with them. GT. I mean, it's a bunch of good ones around here. Drago and Bino. Oh yeah, Sada Baby. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of good rappers out here, to be honest, bro, in Detroit. But it's always been Detroit rappers, and I kind of explain the lineage and the history. Um, Here we
Going
go.
to ask is the best Detroit rapper is Eminem, but the gag is
I don't know. Because if you think number wise, Eminem is the best Detroit rapper. But the gag is nobody would say that in Detroit.
woo. Now that's T Boo. Now that's T Boo. But shout out to who's your favorite? I mean, you can't say you. Who is your favorite, or what is culturally known in Detroit as one of y'all top rappers that maybe the world wouldn't even know?
I don't know. Because like everybody had their turn being Detroit's favorite rapper. Sada Baby had a turn, T Grizzly had a turn, Doug had a turn.
Last one I'm going to ask is
All right. So he's young, right? He's young. So he don't even know the influence that had on guys like T Grizzly and the dudes. Like he's young. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure he in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? But really universally recognized as the greatest and the most. I would say the most influential Detroit rapper is Blade Icewood. They did a TV1 documentary. If you want to listen, see about his life and how it all unfolded. Still one of my favorite Detroit albums. Probably my most favorite Detroit album is Stackmaster. It's his first album. A lot of people they like the second album, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, because that's after he got shot a bunch of times and got put in a wheelchair, and it was really about some street shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember they was telling a story about how he pulled into Fairlane Mall, and after he got shot up and put in a wheelchair, and the mall just had a standing ovation. This was when Fairlane was Fairlane, by the way, because he ended up passing like in 2004 or five or something like that, and they caught him at the slipping at the at the car wash. I think it was on 7 Mile or whatever, right? So he's one of the more influential rap. He's the most influential rapper. When you see the Blade dance, when they do the Blade dance, and you hear a lot of these guys talk about boss stuff, and you know he was known as the Great Lake Ruler. Okay, so he's the godfather of Detroit rap. But then when you start going historically and talking about rest in peace to the boss, a really good female rapper in Detroit. Um, when you start talking about guys like Drunken Master back in the day, 50 Players Deep, um, there's a lot of history of Detroit rap that the world wouldn't know. One of my favorite Detroit rap albums after that was by these brothers named the Lodge Boys, The Bag In. The Bags In, that was a great album. Um, Platinum Rollies Don't TikTok, that's the Cheddar Boys. Street Lord Cheddar Boys, West Side Cheddar Boys. Be Legit from Oakland is in that on that song, on that album. So a few guys on that album. Um, so So you start talking about Big Hurt, Wipeout, rest in peace to him on East Side Cheddar Boys. You know, that's really what a lot of these guys um kind of get their style and their lingo from. Malik, uh, he was an East Side Cheddar Boy, so Rock Bottom, that's Big Hurt and them. You know, they was beefing with the Street Lord Cheddar Boys, epic beef. Street Lord Wine. I mean, you can go on and on. I was kind of really into the rap game, Detroit rap game hard back then. You know, K Deezy, he in some of the Tubi movies, y'all may recognize him. So, you know, this young guy, he's young, so he probably wouldn't know this, right? So that's where a lot of the influence they get in the lingo and the terms and some of the dance moves and stuff they do. And a lot of them brothers, because they're around my age, they'll tell you that. You know, he's the most influential. Eminem was the most popular, but you know, Blade Icewood never got the opportunity to get a deal or nothing like that. But Detroit rap, we always had our own lingo, always had our own dance, you know, always had our own style. And that's facts. You know, you ask most people around my age, who was the guy? It was Blade. It was Big Hurt, you know. And these guys was street guys, you know. You know, so shout out to guys like Stretch Money, who had a couple good songs before he went in. So yeah, that's what it was about, man. It was a lot of these brothers pay homage. Shout out to Doughboy Cash Out, Team Eastside, um, all of them. So and we got epic classics in the city. You know, you talking about epic classic songs that a lot of people don't know about, man. Got epic classics, bro. Real talk. Like I remember when I used to go to the club when I was in college, our dog holes. We played that. So the DJ played that song, turn the whole club out by Doughboy Cash Out. You know what I'm saying? And Payroll do some songs with people that was affiliated with Blade, like Cash Out Calhoun. Him and Cash Out Calhoun's collabs be fire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and he right. Everybody had to turn at one point. People remember in Detroit, HBK Kid was the best rapper in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? You know, then at one point, Sada had his turn, T had his turn, Pay had his turn. Babyface and Peasy had their turn. So yeah, it happens. It happens. But we in our own world for real. Real talk. Like just something y'all wouldn't even know. You have to really be here and be entrenched into the culture to really understand the significance and the influence that the rappers before just the light wasn't on us. Now a lot of those brothers laid the foundation. A lot of those brothers laid the foundation for these guys really to be able to get up and run with it. You know what I'm saying? They laid the foundation. Those guys had to crawl. Those guys had to get beat and didn't get the opportunity. I remember on We Do It Big by Malik from the East Side Cheddar Boys. He said, "You said we can't rap now, but you want us on you want us on your source now." Talking about the Source magazine. So yeah, man. Well, it was hard to get that light shined on us, but a lot of that lingo that people use, a lot of it started in Detroit. A lot of shit you hear now starting in Detroit, especially Oakland. They laid we had a huge connection. Detroit and Oakland like cousins. You know, so we shared a lot of the same lingo, and all that stuff. But it's something that people really wouldn't know unless you was here. So everybody say Eminem. Eminem has no influence on the culture in Detroit, none. And when you look at it, he didn't even help his own homeboys out. Let's keep it a bean. He didn't even help his own homeboys out. It was rumors with D12 that he was taking their verses off the album. It was rumors that he was taking his verses off. They was taking the best verses off the album. He really didn't let D12 get to where they were supposed to get to. So if we really talking about it, he ain't really put niggas. He did more for 50 Cent than he did more for 50 Cent than he did for any Detroit rapper. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. He did more for 50 Cent than any Detroit rapper. You know? So, that's just what it is, man. And but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think about it, man. But yeah, he did more for 50 Cent for any Detroit rapper. But, you know, um, but that is what it is, man. That is what it is. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check the music entertainment playlist out. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere there as well too. Check out the music entertainment playlist. Peace.